So, hey, in this video, I want to talk about a common thing that gets asked to me a lot of, hey, when do you think is a good time for me to buy a house? And I always turn it back to the client. The best time is when it's right for you, not when the media says that it's a great time, not when your friends or family members say that it's a great time. It's normal that you're going to be nervous. It's a big thing that you're considering doing. It's hundreds of thousands of dollars. Many times people need to take 30-year mortgages for affordability. So we get that. But things that you can do to insulate yourself that I wish I did in my younger years are to have at least anywhere between 3 to 6 months worth of your bills in the bank. Now, does that mean if you don't have that, that you can't buy? No, it just means that you're in a little riskier position than the person that has money in the bank. So if something happens 2 or 3 months down the road, you're not stuck going, oh crap, guess I got to open a credit card for that. That's a lot of times how we see people accumulate debt once they have a home because there's no longer a landlord or your parents that you can bother to fix stuff. So that would be ideal. It's not required, but it would be ideal to see that. The other thing is having stable employment. If you have any variability in your job, meaning overtime, bonuses that are out of your control and have nothing to do with your performance and have to do with how the company performs, be careful. I have some people that have told me I can get overtime no matter what. And I'm doing a mortgage for a young couple, and the one of the members of the couplehood, I'm making up my own words. One of the members of the couple is on the task force to reduce expenses at the company that she works at, and part of that is that they look at overtime. And it's something that they go over and over in their meetings. And she feels insulated by it because they continue with the overtime. But she's seeing firsthand, like that is something that as companies are looking at their P&Ls, their profit and losses, and trying to figure out like, hey, what are ways that we can make ourselves more profitable? Many times it's cutting overtime because when you're an employee, not only does the company have to pay certain things, there's what's known as the silent paycheck. So there's additional expenses that your employer has when you're an employee, and when they're paying you time and a half and all the other additional things, those are things that are going to be a factor. So be cautious on that. Don't get too bold. That you're so good and you're that magic unicorn. Unfortunately, all of us can be replaced, myself included. So you want to make certain that your employment is stable. The other thing is you want to make certain that you're going to live in there for at least the next 5 or 10 years, unless you're an investor. That's a completely different video for another time. But you want to make certain that the community works for you, the commute works to and from work, that you're around the people and family and friends that you want to be around, and that the area works for you. Should we have a change in home values or something happens in the market, you can be insulated. You can be insulated because you've got your house. Doesn't matter what it's worth because you're not selling the property. So these are some of the things that I think are critical, especially when people ask me like, hey, do you think now is the right time to buy? If you have anything that you want to share, leave a comment. If you found me on YouTube, hey, I'd love a subscribe and I'd always love a share. And as always, thanks for watching.